Neal, what did you make of that this afternoon?
Exactly what I thought it would be. You know, their team scored 7 goals in the last 2 games. They're really good at counter-attacking. They cheat a little bit with one of their wide players, and every time you go forward, you're at your worst, and it happened in the first half. We nearly score, and 2 minutes later, we're defending a corner. So you have to be really careful, or before you know it, you're 1-0 down, and then we all know how tough that is. So defensively excellent. I knew we wouldn't be free-flowing and create bundles of chances, but I thought we'd create a couple. And we had probably the best chance of the game with Enzio, and you need that moment, that bit of composure, and you're 1-0 up and you've got something to cling to. But at the end of what I thought was a really tough week, you know, certainly I felt it physically this week. At the end of a tough week, I thought they gave it everything they had out there.
Is it a good result?
You can look at, listen, we need wins, we know that. You know, we played nothing football last week at Cheltenham. Tried to get the ball down, played in the wrong areas, and we had no effectiveness to us. And you know, we've got to find a way of just being a bit more gritty, a bit more scrappy. And that's why I said in the press that you know, don't expect us to be free-flowing, expect it to be a close game. And if we'd have won that 1-0, everyone would have gone home and said, brilliant, tactical masterpiece, looked solid, great goal by Enzio, game over. But he didn't take it, and therefore it's 2 points that we haven't got. And
with all of that said, and the fact that you did kind of add the warning that don't expect free-flowing football, easy for you to say, do you still feel like you need to find a way of creating just a couple more chances?
Yeah, but if we're going to get where we want to go in these last, you know, 8 games, we're going to get it by being a really hard-working team that grind, that do all the necessities of League Two. And we did it at Carlisle, and we did it again today. We just didn't take our chances when they come. We did at Carlisle. Kane had his chance and he took it, and now they're chasing again.
They're a big physical team, Morecambe, and we spoke in the press yesterday about how at times your team has struggled a little bit against the big physical teams, and so to come away with a clean sheet, then I guess that encourages you.
Yeah, and I didn't think we really looked like conceding. I thought, you know, we had the best chance of the game and we didn't take it. So, you know, listen, you can look at it many different ways. Point gain, 2 points lost. I know we need wins, but we've played 4 forwards on the pitch in the last 4 or 5 games prior to Tuesday night, and we've conceded goals and we've looked open, and we haven't won a game. The last 2 games we've been a little bit more solid in midfield and been a bit more bitty about our performances, and we've got 4 points. And you know, everyone will play Football Manager, everyone will be right and I'll be wrong, but you know, it's 4 good points at the back of what was a bad start to the week.
What did you think of the way that the referee put himself in the game today?
It's difficult. Listen, I think that it's League Two football, and you know, you need to let things ride a little bit. It got a bit bitty and stop-start, but listen, my main thing with the referees is, did they change the course of the result? And in this case, I don't think they did. So you know, I'm not going to moan about it.
Will you look forward to a week off and well, a week without a game in the midweek?
Yeah, to be fair, the way we feel at the moment, the boys in there, we'd like to go and play again on Tuesday. But it's been a tough physically week, all the travelling, and the boys gave it everything. And you know, like I said before about reading the email that I got sent by the fan, he asked that the boys give everything, and they know there'll be a lack of quality at times, but just run hard for the shirt and put your bodies on line for the shirt. Well, the boys done that, so you know, we can all want the 3 points, and we nearly got them with Enzo's chance, but we didn't. And we you know, it's 4 points to see if we can go on an unbeaten run.
What's the latest on Jim O'Brien's injury and John Stead's as well?
Steady, we'll wait and see. He's a little tweak in the thigh, so you know, we pushed him to see if we could get him fit for Tuesday, and then again today, and it wasn't quite right. So hopefully next week them 2 might be back. Jim's probably less likely because he's got to have his stitches out, and they probably won't be out till back end of next week. But knowing Jim, he'll have them out and run straight onto that pitch and tell me he's playing.
And then just finally, you gave a wonderful answer yesterday to the Nottingham Post about why you won't be postponing the game next week, because you've had 3 international call-ups. Can you give us that answer again? I think there were 6 reasons.
Oh, I can't remember. I made it up.
You just done it for that one moment.
No, listen, if we lost today, we didn't want 2 weeks without a game. If we won today, we've got momentum. We don't want 2 weeks without a game. It gives the opposition a chance to go further away from us. We're 3 points behind now. All of a sudden we could go into the 2 weeks' time, we could be 6 points behind and rooted to the bottom. And there was no positives in any of that. Well, I've struck a deal with England that Scully will play for them Thursday and be back in contention, train with us Friday, so we don't lose him. Birdie's been a substitute, Nor's not been in the squad. It makes no sense, and if anybody can give me a reason why, and the players want the game on, it makes no sense.